It's been a little while since we got some new music from JID. I mean, it feels like it's been forever and a day. While we wait for that project, as well as the inevitable Metro Boomin project that he's been talking about forever, we got new music. I know we got a new track from him earlier in the year with the 30 freestyle, but nothing really came out after that outside of a handful of features. But maybe now is the time for new music, because with 31 freestyle, he also mentioned on Twitter 31 freestyle and Killers back soon, October, which, maybe that means more music is coming out this month, or at least we'll get some more information in regards to some new music dropping this month. We can just hope. So, with that said, let's dive into 31 and just take a look at some of the bars that I enjoyed, I liked, wanted to pick out and reference here. So, starting off at the beginning of the track, we have gun in my hand, I ain't threatening it, cause it's a promise, gonna plan, you ain't taking nothing I've accomplished, come in, step outside, it's all violence. Nothing crazy about that, it just sounded cool and I wanted to mention it. It was a cool intro, and it sounds like JID's in a mindset to rap and just put music out. I mean, this is a freestyle, and who knows when he actually recorded it, but sounds good, sounds fun. Moving on, he says, I should resurrect Abe and get slavery abolished. I scribbled a page, Cole get the able to knockin'. Just a little bit of wordplay there with Abe, abolished, Ableton. He also said, you a prophet or you only out for profit? Again, playing with words a little bit with profits, because obviously there are two different meanings of that. Money and someone, a man of God, or someone in relation to God. But as we go on, there's another bit here that I really thought was enjoyable. But out of penny, out of pocket, out of circuit, out of socket, my plug's speaking the language of drugs. It's jaw dropping, lock in, got me feeling like Pac, and it's the apocalypse. He very well carries on that Pac word and sound just through those three lines. And it also, has a little bit of a reference there. You have plugs, sockets. His plug is speaking the language of drugs, is jaw dropping. It's just a lot of fun little tidbits in there. Nothing too crazy, of course. Like, it just sounds good. And it sounds, like JID's, again, just trying to rap again. There is another bit shortly after that where he says, place your top fives in the archives. Maybe he's saying it's time for the next top five. Maybe it's in reference to what Kendrick said on Family Ties. It could be either one, any of the above. Maybe JID just thinks it's time for a new one or a new list, which is kind of interesting if you think about it, because JID's not that much younger than J. Cole. He's, I think, 33. It's not old by any means, but it's just like, okay, you're already not necessarily a new generation, but I guess you are next up technically. But then he goes on to also say this line that everyone just kind of picked at immediately because it was just kind of funny. Besides all the rap guys finding another rapper to dick ride, bunch of sperm bank workers, and y'all been drinking on the job. Whatever. There's another bit here where he references Ty Dolla $ign, sex and medicine, the dollar signs, tying up all the loose ends. Cross my T's, dot my I's. Don't know that necessarily means anything beyond just mentioning Ty Dolla $ign. Maybe he's talking about the things that he's doing with Ye. Couldn't really tell you there. But right after that, he also says, play with me or mine, die on his T, comme des garçons. So, often when people get killed, they have a shirt made in their memorial, whether that's just printed regularly or spray painted. There's some level of dye on it. But, there's also the blood, which is the dye, which also goes into the comme des garçons bit, which, comme des garçons, if you've seen them, they have that heart logo. And, that's pretty prominent. It's pretty easy to see, often on the right above your heart. But there's also a specific shirt that they have that has like the heart kind of bleeding out or like fading away. So kind of cool there. And then as we get towards the end, he says, hearing so many talk of the throne, I'd never been part of the wave with following flows. I could say that I'm better than, but you already know. Don't know who he's saying. Don't know who he's saying he's better than. But, the initial assumption would be Cole, just because, you know, JID is on Dreamville. People always put him as the next up after Cole. Could also be talking about anyone else in everyone's general top 5. I think he kind of left that open up to debate for a reason. He wants people to, you know, talk about it, think about it, and consider like, maybe if we're to, you know, take out the current top 3 or top 5, whatever you want to say, maybe JID's up next. Maybe he's going to be in that list. I don't know. I can't really say either way. I think he raps well, but you know, that's up for consensus. Everyone has to kind of agree on it, I feel. Just like everyone kind of agreed that Kendrick, Cole, and Drake are top 3. Anyways, he also ends out the track saying, "You ready? Time for the show." Or "Get set for the show. Time." Which really does make it sound like, okay, maybe more is to come. Maybe he's got something up his sleeve. Maybe he has more music. I don't know. Hard to say. We just got to wait and see, really. But regardless, it's exciting. It's always exciting to get new music, especially from someone like JID. I really enjoyed The Forever Story when it came out. It's not an album that I go back to as frequently as some others, but when it came out, I enjoyed it. I took it for what it was, and I had my time with it. But yeah, at that point, that's all I got, really. This track is good. It's an enjoyable listen. It's a quick 2-minute track, nothing too crazy. Video was recorded in Saudi Arabia, it seems like, and the all the subtitles are in Arabic, which is kind of cool. I saw on Twitter that apparently he got paid like $1 million by the Prince to do this and another song, which is insane, but cool. That'd be cool if that was true. I'm just gonna have to believe Twitter for now, because that sounds like an insane amount of money for 2 songs. But you know, they got it like that. Anyways, that's all I got for this track. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the song and what your overall thoughts are, just in general, about JID. If you think more music's coming, if you think he might replace someone's top 5, is he in the next top 5? I don't know. Talk about it. But with all that said, thank you for watching, and please stay safe out there.